Good morning, Soul Family. Happy Saturday. And I say Soul Family because I believe that we're all here for a reason. Social media, Soul Family. And I really believe that some of you may be needing this message that I'm about to say. And I'll be honest, yesterday I had some really heavy emotions and feelings, and I haven't been able to shake it, and I was really just told I need to do this check-in here, and I actually did one yesterday, but I've been asked to toss it out and do it in a different way and make it more of a letter from divine. That sometimes happens to me now. My dog is chewing her food. She takes her dry food and takes it over to the carpet. She's such a diva. So if you hear some crunching in the background, that is what that is. And I hate this glare on my glasses, but I'm too cheap to invest in anti-glare glasses. These are actually just readers from Walgreens. And I can't afford to buy nice glasses because I'm so rough on my stuff. I've got like a little bin of all kinds of little cheaters. I lose them, I break them. Like, gosh, I would be mad at myself if I spent a couple $100 on glasses just to break them. So this is what we're dealing with. So sorry about the glare. So I have a lot of cards today, but I woke up real early in the morning, asked to do this, and I was wanting to lay in bed. It's a rainy Saturday morning. I have a busy day today, and I didn't really want to do this, but I know now enough about how they work with me that if I don't do this, the feelings aren't going to go. And I have to tell you, these feelings I've been feeling, these emotions, I should say feelings, because they're really not my emotions. They're feelings and they're sensations that I'm having. Normally I get them when I do an intuitive life coach reading for somebody. I'll pick up on their feelings, their emotions, their sensations. That's just who I am now, guys. And normally when I have been given permission to kind of check in, I get that, but now it's happening pretty much outside of those kinds of things too. And it's just my knowing that I need to be doing a check-in for all of you. Some of you may need this right now. Like I said, there's a lot of cards, but they're going to tell a little bit of a story. And I'm going to probably get off camera at some point. I don't know. I kind of am playing around with, do you like to have a person-to-person conversation, like a familiar face giving this message? Or I'm going to scan it just for the cards. So do tell me, give me feedback and no judgment. I want to know. Do you like the combo, the face and the cards? Do you like the face and the cards? Do you like just the cards, or do you like the combo where I go in and out? So please do comment if you are watching this and feel led to do that. I do need the support. Now, like I said, if this bothers you, if you are judging me, you have free will in your life and you are the creator of your destiny. You can certainly unfriend me. I will not judge you. You do you, I do me. I will not judge you. I honestly will not, because I'm at a point in my life where I'm not judging myself if I need to detach and walk away from certain people. I've had to unfriend people who I felt were just, just trying to be argumentative and give me, put out low vibe energy to, posts or comments and things like that. So I've done that and I've had no problem with that. I used to be a people pleaser. I used to be that codependently attached person to people and their thoughts of me and needing the validation. I'm no longer that person, and it took me having to go through hell and back and losing a lot of things, and no joke, getting backstabbed by friends, getting betrayed. I've been through some really shitty things, but honestly, guys, it has helped me to learn how to fly solo and to do the work I'm supposed to be doing. And the only attachment I now have is to myself and what I'm supposed to be doing. And I talk to divine all day long. Like, this is my playground. So, and it doesn't make me crazy. All of us can have the ability to do that. I've just gone through these experiences and these emotions and breaking down fear and illusion and all these horrible things that I'm feeling, that a lot of you are feeling right now, this anxiety and this almost like these dark energies. And yesterday was just a heavy day with the remembrance of 9/11. So it was just a heavy day, and I think there's nothing wrong with those emotions sometimes, because it just helps you honor things that are meant to be honored. That day, those experiences, all the loss, but also to just, I think the message that's coming through today is that hope is stronger than fear. This was supposed to go out yesterday, and it did, but I'm going to redo it. So, all these heavy energies, this hurt and pain that I'm feeling, it's not mine. I've already worked through a lot of this stuff on my own, and I'm at this place now of just a new sense of peace and joy, and total acceptance of myself and my journey. That's pretty profound. So when I pick up on these energies and they're not in an intuitive energy check-in for someone specific, I'm starting to realize that this is for you. And when I say you, for all of us as a soul family, to pick up on something. And I got these all out of order too. Okay. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I did these. I thought I had them in order. Sorry about that. Okay. So here they're back in order. So hope it resonates with somebody. Like I said, you don't need to watch the video. You have free will. You don't need to be my friend. You can unfriend me. But if you do like this, I have a YouTube channel now where I'm going to be posting this when I feel led to do an intuitive check-in and see where we're at. Sometimes this is how it works when I do an intuitive check-in for someone. I get sensations. I get music or songs downloaded. I'll get visions. I get sometimes actual letters just straight from God, universe, source, whatever you call it. I say God, angels, raised Christian, things like that. So however it resonates for you, that's the whole point of it, is to get the message to you and let it sink in. Okay, so a lot of heavy energies surrounding the day yesterday, and I've come to learn that those heavy energies are not necessarily a bad thing. Hurt and pain, whether it's comfortable or not, we shouldn't run from it, from what's real, what's really going on in our soul. And yesterday, there was just a heavy day, of 9/11, and there's just so much in our world right now that's icky and painful, and the sex trafficking and everything going on with how COVID is being handled and things like that, and just the uncertain times. And a lot of times uncertainty leads us to feel trapped, or get like PTSD type things, flight or freeze mode. There's flight, freeze. There's 4 of them, and there's fawn too. Flight, freeze, fight, and fawn is the new one too. And I think the message here is to learn how to, so maybe have some guys watching some sports analogies, learning how to pivot. Like in basketball, we're taught how to pivot. And you would never win the game if you stayed still, and to learn how to take where you're at, and if you're backed in, into a situation where you're kind of, you got opponents around you, enemy around you, so to speak, metaphorically, but in a game, obviously the opponent, learning how to pivot in those situations and take those uncertain times and learn how to pivot and take safe action, careful aim, things like that. Hope is stronger than fear. That really resonated with me yesterday, especially with 9/11. Heavy day, so much loss, so much pain, evil, destruction, of that day. It still just haunts me, and I know it probably did for many of you, and just the energy of remembering that. But also in that horrible time, there was so much hope and love as well, and people came forward sacrificing themselves to perfect strangers, giving their lives even to go into burning buildings to save people, firefighters, strangers on the street, police officers, other first responders. Oh gosh, I think the resilience of the human heart and of America, and that all that is the story that needs to be told, and that hope is stronger than fear. Fear, hate, anger, evil will not win. Love and hope and joy will win. Lightness or dark will be overcome by the light. And I know from my own personal journey that is what's happening, and I'm really thankful to be in this place now where the darkness is behind me. But I had to go through some really grueling things, some real destructive times that were so scary and uncertain in order to get to this place. And so I can speak on this. I've worked through all this and I'm on the other side of it. Not where I want to be completely yet, but I don't just see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm at the light at the end of the tunnel now. And it's such a freeing place to be. So when I'm getting these energies coming over me, it's like, oh, it's icky. I don't want these energies. So I knew I needed to do this reading to get out of this space. And if some of you are in this space of just like hurt and pain and feeling lost, and yesterday was kind of feeling a little angsty. And I know that wasn't my energy. Fear of your uncertainty that you're feeling right now. Is this even recording? Okay, yeah. Oh man, I'm already at 10 minutes. Holy bananas, jeez. It feels like destruction, but know that it's a gift. It's divine intervention, actually. Breaking things up to put new things together, breaking a cycle. Your life is our school. We are here to learn. And, sometimes in order to have the life we're meant to have and be someone different, we have to unbecome everything that we're not. And that means losing people, losing places, losing things, losing beliefs. Oh gosh, so much, right? But these extra pushes right now, you know what your personal situation is. A lot is happening that was created to be, and it's nothing to play around with, You can trust in it, but there's nothing to play around with. A lot of the things are shifting right now energetically on our planet, in the cosmos. Hey, God created the cosmos, so don't knock it. Nothing to play around with. Some of it's happening, because we were maybe supposed to take action and we didn't, and there's this cause and effect in life. Sometimes some of this stuff is happening because we got ourselves down a path we knew deep down we shouldn't go, and maybe we didn't realize how destructive it was actually going to be. That's what happened with me. I knew my gut was off on some things in my life, and I didn't follow the heat on that many times, almost all my life, and I was actually given the download. That's during all that loss is when I kind of started getting prophetic downloads from God, like, you wanted to find out the truth tonight, you're going to find out the truth. I would literally get that. It wasn't necessarily a voice, but it was like my thoughts were interrupted by someone else's thoughts, and I didn't trust it at first until it kept happening to me. Now it's happening all the time. I know that I'm getting spoken to, and I'm getting led, and I'm getting protected towards certain actions, and it's keeping me safe, and I no longer can afford not to heed the warnings, heed the advice, things like that. So during all this, if you're being asked to do something and you go against what you know deep down in your soul that you're supposed to be doing, life is going to happen and humble you, and there's a cause and effect. It's just the universal laws. It's not a punishment. It's just, there are universal laws. What you feel like is chaos right now is actually complete divine order. Like, there is just universal laws that we all operate on. There's light, there's dark, there's the sun, there's the moon, there's night, there's day, there's up, there's down, there's hot, there's cold, there's right, there's wrong, there's cause and effect, there's plus, there's positive, there's negative. There's certain actions in your life that are going to take you down a positive path, and some that are not. They're going to take you down a negative path. And if it's time to balance the scales, and this upset and this unrest and this chaos and this what feels like destruction is really going to actually rebuild you, okay? It's time for you to make it right, balance the scales to help you get in the right direction. Those are my notes. Now I'm going to get into the cards. Gosh, my nose drips when I do this. It's like, okay, am I releasing what I was supposed to do? Okay, so like I said, I may just like now just focus on the cards, okay? So if you don't like that, let me know. But I think that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to try to pop off a little bit here. Okay, so the first card out, now we got the hope is stronger than fear, okay? But the first card out is, what do I resist feeling right now? Back of the card. We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of the pain, we must first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it, we can then release what no longer serves us. So I'm going to start speaking as if Divine is talking to you, okay? In this my familiar voice. Hopefully that will provide comfort for you. If it irritates you, please don't watch and unfriend me if I'm really irritating to you, okay? Because you know what? I talk to Divine, so I know when somebody's sending me hate vibes and doing shit behind my back. I know who you are. I know that there is actually someone or many people out there, a few people out there working against me. And God, my best friends are angels and God, so it's all not, you think you're going to be able to hide? No, okay? And like I said, love will conquer fear and hate. So, okay. All right, dear child, allow yourself to feel these waves of emotions. Let them move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back to me, back to the divine, back to earth. Let the wind carry it away. Feel it, heal it. Enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul, because freedom is where I'm taking you right now. Your soul whispers love, and your ego shouts fear. Dear child, get out of your head and into your heart and trust what feels good. When seeking clarity, it can often be confusing trying to trust the wisdom in your soul against the logic of your mind. When making important life decisions, trust your gut and listen to the deeper whispers of your soul. When fear starts shouting, it's usually a sign that I am leading you on to the right next move. Your soul is on to the right next move. Try this simple soul test to see if fear is clouding your clarity. Place your hand on your heart and give your soul, higher self, a name. Choose something that feels right. Usually it's the first thought that comes to you. Trust yourself there. With your hand on your heart and question your mind, ask, what does my fear say? Listen and trust the answer. After you have received your answer, ask yourself, what does my soul say? Take a moment to sit with your truth. Every time you trust yourself, your confidence and intuition grows stronger. Keep trusting the small things, so when you're asked to take a leap of faith, you're not afraid to jump. So right now, dear child, say your mantra can be, I follow what feels good and fear disappears. And remember, you are love. Your soul is love. Your soul is your divine essence. A really great quote by Albert Einstein says, the intuitive mind is a sacred gift and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. You are being asked to remember the gift, and remember the gift that you are, the divine being that you are. And right now it's time to use discernment. You are developing the skills to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. This is no accident. I'm helping you. It may feel like chaos and destruction, but I'm helping you figure out truth from lies, fear from hate. One of the hardest lessons to grasp while living in this body is the art of discernment. Life is a series of choices, and you always want to make the right one for your soul's evolution. Discernment is not judgment. Discernment is living your life with a recognition of what is in alignment with your unique path. When you are centered in your being and aware of your own power, you are able to see the love and truth in everything and everyone. Intuition is the language of your soul, so it's imperative that you understand how your soul speaks to you, and the best way for you to do this is to listen. When you utilize discernment in your daily life, choices become easier, and manifesting the best possible outcome doesn't seem like a matter of chance. The wonderful Shakespeare adage, to thine own self be true, encapsulates discernment perfectly. Remember, what seems important to you may not be to someone else, so when you use discernment, understand that it is for your own benefit and growth, and what is beneficial to you on your path to self-acceptance ripples around to those around you. When you know yourself, love yourself, and honor who you are, you become aligned with your divine self. When this happens, you attract only good into your life. So you may feel cracked open right now. You may be feeling raw emotions. Remember, it's happening for you, not to you. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing, to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of your life. Everything is going to be okay. Because wake up, you're missing some cool shit. This path will lead you to some cool shit. So keep your thoughts positive. There is so much more to be had. Now is the time to surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. You are being called right now to surrender to intimacy to yourself, to your divine nature, to your soul, to your soul blueprint, to your essence. Because there are new beginnings awaiting you right now. And it's time not to be afraid. These are meant for your good, for your higher self, and it may feel like chaos, but things need to be broken down in order to be rebuilt. And sometimes the destruction is just a crack in the surface that can just be patched and glued and repaired. And it can still aid in that, item's beauty. Scars, bring lessons. But sometimes the destruction is so severe, you imagine a ceramic pot shattering to the ground in so many pieces of glass or clay that there would be no way to rebuild what once was. It now needs to be reconstructed into something new. Do you know your story and how severe the destruction is, and what is traumatic for one person may be different from the next? So do not judge your journey. Do not compare yourself with anyone else. You know the change that you are experiencing. Just remember, life is amazing, and then it's awful, and then it's amazing again. And in between the amazing and the awful, it's ordinary and mundane and routine. Breathe in the amazing, hold on through the awful, and relax and exhale during the ordinary. That's just living heartbreaking, soul-healing, amazing, awful, ordinary life, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. There are artists in the world who create beautiful pieces of art from shrapnel, from rubble, from burned down buildings, from fires, from the shrapnel from 9/11. Beautiful art was created from the pieces that were left behind. It was no longer able to be constructed into what it once was. It needed to be rebuilt into something totally new. And there is beauty in the destruction if you choose to look at it that way, that your breaking down is just the becoming of you, the new you. Just trust right now. Lean into these feelings, ride them like waves. Don't judge them. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge your journey. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. This is your story. And it's time for new beginnings. And that comes with surrendering your fear of intimacy, of going within to see what's going on in there. Keep your thoughts positive. Be an alchemist. Turn negative thoughts into hope. Hope is stronger than fear, and trust and know that this too shall pass. That Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. Let hope be your guide through the storm, and know you are never alone. And if it takes you losing a lot in order for you to look up and look within, that may be what I'm asking you to do right now. It depends on how willing you are to do this work and to lean in. If in the past you were stubborn and resistant, you're now being asked to go with the flow and to trust that even though you're not sure where this is going to take you, just trust that you're going with the flow, and you're going with your soul and all that it knows to lead you towards calmer waters. I love you. I will never let you go, and you are not alone. Ask for help if you need it, and go within. You have the answers you seek. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. Sorry it went so long. I don't know if this was out there for someone. I'm going to trust that it was, and that you have an amazing day. It's rainy, gloomy. Hopefully these heavy energies will leave me now that I got this out. But yeah, let me know if you liked it that way, where just the cards are speaking. I guess it'll be different every day, but if you like that, if you'd like to see the familiar face, or if you just like to hear the cards and the message, or if you like the combo. So I hope that was helpful for someone. I can let's see. I feel like a lot needs to be surrendered right now. It is a lot of process of surrendering every moment as you move through this chaos, if you're feeling this chaos. So I would like to pull a surrender card for you. If you'd like my post, I will pull one for you. I have a busy day today, but later in the day I will pull one for you and post it in the comments if you like my page, okay? Or my post. And follow me on YouTube. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified. I'm going to eventually move these off of Facebook and just onto YouTube, but like the post there too, so I can get more people watching. And know that time is energy is in time are fluid. You'll get the answers you seek when you need it. It may not be time sensitive, time stamped towards when it was created by me, but it'll be meant for you at the right time. So you can be watching this a year from now, a month from now, a week from now, an hour from now, and know that it can still apply if it resonates with you. If it does not, toss it. Toss me if you have to. I don't care. I am not a people pleaser anymore. You know, it's a really great feeling. And you shouldn't be either. All right, you do you, I'll do me. It's all good. Happy Saturday.